You've probably heard of Chennedy Carter, the WNBA's high-flying star with a knack for scoring.
In transition, you see how quickly she gets off the floor, and she finds Turner in transition, but this is where the...
But today, it's not her talent on the court that's making headlines. It's a shocking moment that could end her career. Picture this, a heated game, the crowd roaring, and then out of nowhere, Carter pushes none other than Caitlin Clark, the league's golden girl. Yes, that Caitlin Clark, who's practically the face of women's basketball right now. The shove wasn't just a foul. It was a move that may have shoved Carter right out of the league. Now, before you think this was just a heated moment gone too far, there's a whole lot more to unpack. This wasn't Carter's first controversy. She's already been on 3 teams, and her reputation for stirring the pot precedes her. But this incident? It's on another level. We're talking about an altercation that shocked players, fans, and executives alike. And here's the kicker. After the push, the Chicago Sky didn't just bench her or issue a suspension, they cut ties completely. No core designation, no qualifying offer. She's a free agent, and no team seems willing to touch her. If you're wondering why, stick around, because this story goes way deeper than one bad play. Before we jump into the good stuff, take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By joining our crew, you'll always be in the loop with the latest WNBA updates, expert takes, and breakdowns of big moves just like this. Don't miss out, we've got every angle covered. So, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. Imagine this, an intense game, the tension thick enough to cut with a knife, and 2 of the league's brightest stars face off. But instead of ending in a highlight reel play, the moment explodes into controversy. Out of nowhere, Carter shoves Clark a move so unexpected it leaves everyone stunned, from fans in the stands to executives in their luxury boxes. The push wasn't subtle. It was a deliberate and fiery move that screamed, "I don't care about my career right now." To make matters worse, Carter allegedly called Clark the B word before walking away like a villain in a soap opera.
She turned to you a little bit after the fever
I
score.
didn't answer no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough.
This wasn't just a lapse in judgment. It was a moment that rewrote Carter's career trajectory, and not in a good way. Fans gasped, players froze in disbelief, and the commentators could barely keep up with the magnitude of what just happened. Now, if you're thinking, come on, it's just a shove, what's the big deal? Consider this. Caitlin Clark isn't just any player. She's the WNBA's golden child, the kind of athlete who's changing the game on and off the court. Messing with her is like trying to cancel free pizza night, you just don't do it.
Oh my, and there's a foul with 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and Kennedy's Carter's eyes tell it all.
And the league's reaction? Immediate and decisive. The Chicago Sky wasted no time cutting ties with Carter, leaving her future in limbo. Carter's career was already a roller coaster ride before this incident. She's been on 3 teams, and just a few seasons a red flag in any sport. Known for her scoring prowess and electrifying plays, she's also gained a reputation for stirring up trouble. Coaches whisper about her attitude, teammates drop cryptic tweets, and fans have mixed feelings. But this shove? It wasn't just another controversy to add to her resume. It was a tipping point. Within days, her team, the Chicago Sky, made the bold move of cutting ties completely. No suspension, no fines. Just a swift, "Thank you for your time. Please don't let the door hit you on the way out." It's almost unheard of for a player of her caliber to be let go so abruptly. But why? Reports suggest Carter's behavior on and off the court played a significant role. Teammates reportedly had enough of her antics, and locker room drama was bubbling over. Add the incident with Clark to the mix, and it seems the Sky decided enough was enough. They didn't just let Carter go, they ran in the opposite direction. Her troubles weren't limited to this single incident. Rumors of locker room arguments and a lack of professionalism had been circulating for months. Multiple sources from within the league hinted that Carter's attitude had been a constant thorn for her teams. And let's not forget, this is a player who once had the potential to be the face of the league. Now, she's a free agent with no takers. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark for a minute. She's not just a basketball player, she's a phenomenon. Think LeBron James, but with a ponytail and a deadly three-point shot. Clark's star power is pulling in fans, driving up merchandise sales, and even influencing collective bargaining agreements. Yes, you read that right. Clark is so popular that her mere presence is helping negotiate better pay for all WNBA players. Clark's impact isn't just about her on-court skills, it's about her marketability. She's the kind of athlete who transcends the sport, bringing in new viewers and sponsors who might not have paid attention before. Merchandise sales are through the roof. Her jersey is a bestseller, and the league's viewership numbers are climbing, all thanks to her.
Just let them hit you, be what it is. Don't let it get inside your head, and know it's coming. I think at this point, I know I'm going to take a couple hard shots a game.
And let's not underestimate the timing. Clark's rise comes at a critical juncture for the WNBA. As the league fights for better TV deals and higher salaries, Clark's name is at the forefront of every conversation. She's more than just a player. She's a symbol of what women's basketball can be. So when Carter shoved her, it wasn't just a physical push, it was a metaphorical one, threatening to derail the league's momentum. Here's where it gets even messier. Sources say Carter's teammates were already over her antics. Rumors of locker room tension have been swirling for months, and some players reportedly didn't want her on the team to begin with. And when your star teammate Angel Reese unfollows you on social media, yeah, that's like the modern equivalent of being exiled. The Chicago Sky didn't just let Carter go, they practically sprinted away from her. They didn't offer her a core designation or a qualifying offer, both of which are standard for players with her skill level. Essentially, they said, we'd rather have an empty roster spot than deal with you. One insider commented, this wasn't just about the shove. It was about everything leading up to it. Teams want players they can count on and off the court. Carter's behavior just isn't what you'd expect from a franchise player.
And has said she's going to do it again. Well, not necessarily said she's going to do it again, but has liked tweets saying she should do it again.
And it's not just her former team that's keeping its distance. League-wide, the reaction to Carter's free agency has been tepid at best. We wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole, one executive said bluntly. Talent doesn't outweigh the baggage she brings. This story isn't just about Carter and Clark. It's about the WNBA's future. The league is in a pivotal moment, with stars like Clark bringing in new fans and elevating the game's profile. Clark's popularity is helping the league negotiate better media deals, attract sponsors, and improve pay for all players. She's the face of a movement, and the WNBA is betting big on her. That's why Carter's actions were such a big deal. The league can't afford to have its most marketable player embroiled in drama. And let's be real, Carter didn't just shove Clark, she shoved the entire league's progress off a cliff. The WNBA is working hard to secure a brighter future, and incidents like this highlight the need for professionalism at every level. Clark's success is paving the way for bigger contracts and better opportunities for all players. But moments like Carter's shove remind us that the league's image is just as important as its talent. Here's the million-dollar question. Is this the end of Carter's career? She's undeniably talented, but talent only gets you so far when your reputation precedes you. Right now, Carter is a free agent, and so far, no team seems willing to take a chance on her. One executive reportedly said, "We wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole." Ouch. That's a brutal take for someone who once lit up the court with dynamic scoring and electrifying energy. Carter's agent is reportedly scrambling to repair her image, but the challenges are steep. In pro sports, being labeled a locker room cancer is like carrying a neon warning sign wherever you go. It's a career killer, no question about it. Teams aren't just looking for skills, they want leaders, role models, and players who can build chemistry with their teammates. Unfortunately, Carter's actions have made her the opposite of what the WNBA values most: professionalism and leadership. But if there's one thing sports fans adore, it's a redemption arc. We've seen it before: athletes who hit rock bottom, only to rise stronger than ever. For Carter, though, this won't be as simple as scoring buckets. She'll need to prove she's grown as a person. Words won't cut it. It'll take consistent actions, heartfelt apologies, and visible change to convince teams she's worth another shot. This is a high-stakes game, and the ball is in her court. Let's not forget, Carter's talent is undeniable. When she's on her game, she's an offensive powerhouse who can take over any match. But talent alone doesn't guarantee success. The question is, can she channel that fiery energy into being a positive force on and off the court? Will she mend bridges with former teammates? Will she speak openly about her mistakes to inspire young players who look up to her?
Do you have any regrets on how it happened and everything that's happened since then?
I don't have any regrets with anything. I'm going to compete and play 100% hard.
These are the steps that could save not just her career, but her legacy as well. The road ahead won't be smooth, but it's not impossible. Sports love a good comeback, and Carter has all the tools to make it happen if she's willing to do the hard work. A public apology? That's just the beginning. Real change takes time, effort, and a lot of humility. If she can rise above this moment, not just as a player but as a person, she might just deliver one of the greatest redemption stories the league has ever seen. And let's face it, who wouldn't want to cheer for a comeback like that? The Carter Clark saga is a cautionary tale for athletes everywhere. Talent can take you far, but character takes you farther. Carter's actions didn't just hurt her career, they risked overshadowing the progress of an entire league. It's a stark reminder that in sports as in life, your behavior matters as much as your abilities. And for what? A moment of frustration that could have been avoided with a bit of self-control and maturity.
Maybe there was a line that was crossed in terms of that particular.
There's no line. I'm competing. I'm going to compete. I've already let you know I'm going to compete.
Clark's rise, on the other hand, is a shining example of how to handle the spotlight. She's proof that success isn't just about skill. It's about how you carry yourself when the pressure is on. With her calm demeanor, incredible talent, and ability to lead by example, Clark is showing the WNBA and its fans what it means to be a true professional. Let's not sugarcoat it. Carter's shove wasn't just a bad decision, it was a colossal mistake. And in a league that's fighting for respect and recognition, such behavior sticks out like a sore thumb. The WNBA is at a crucial juncture, building its brand and reaching new audiences. And players like Clark are pivotal to that mission. Carter's actions threatened to derail that progress, and the league simply couldn't afford to let it slide.
Clearly intentional. It's very clearly intentional. But I don't know what the hell happens now.
Meanwhile, Clark's star continues to rise, and it's easy to see why. She's the player everyone wants to root for, humble, hardworking, and immensely talented.
We saw the play in the third quarter where Carter kind of decked you. How do you respond to that and stay within yourself?
I feel like I'm just at the point where you accept it and don't retaliate.
She's not just scoring points on the court. She's scoring points with fans, sponsors, and league officials alike. Her influence is stretching beyond basketball, setting a new standard for what it means to be a role model in professional sports. For Carter, this could have been a teachable moment, a chance to show growth and redemption. But the lack of an apology or accountability only made matters worse. It's a lesson for everyone. When you make a mistake, own it. Ignoring the problem only makes it bigger. And in Carter's case, it may have cost her the career she worked so hard to build. And that's it, y'all. What a crazy situation in the WNBA. Chennedy Carter making waves for all the wrong reasons, and Caitlin Clark proving why she's the league's rising star. This isn't just basketball drama. It's a look at how decisions on and off the court can shape careers. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of the latest WNBA updates, player highlights, and let's be real, the drama we all can't stop talking about. We want to hear from you in the comments. Is Carter's behavior unforgivable, or does she deserve another shot? And what do you think Clark's growing influence means for the future of the league? Let's get into it. Your opinions matter. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you soon.